1,000 kilometers north of Mauritius sits Agalega. It is a remote island spanning only a few miles, historically known for a small, sleepy coconut farming community isolated in the vast western Indian Ocean. Recently, contractors carved a 3-kilometer-long runway and deep-water jetty. India officially claims this is civilian infrastructure under its SAGAR policy for local islanders. However, the math differs. This precise airstrip length lands heavy military transports, while the jetty exactly fits naval destroyers. India rarely builds overseas military infrastructure. It certainly doesn't make a habit of building dual-use facilities 1,000 kilometers away from its own mainland shores. The explanation lies in the surrounding water. 80% of all global maritime trade travels through the Indian Ocean, and another superpower is actively moving in to secure those shipping lanes. Agalega serves as a quiet, forward-operating asset in a game of Go played for the world's most critical sea lanes. That competition started when China began executing a strategy that analysts call the string of pearls. This approach relies on securing commercial and military access points around the Asian continent, a move that triggered strategic concern in New Delhi. To the east of India, China invested heavily in commercial port operations. By pouring infrastructure funding into Chittagong in Bangladesh and securing a 99-year lease on the Hambantota port in Sri Lanka, Beijing established a solid eastern perimeter. To the west, the strategy is even more pronounced. This image shows Gwadar Port in Pakistan. Look at the massive orange cranes and modern infrastructure built right against the cliffside. China invested billions here, creating a major operational hub near the Arabian Sea. Then, in 2017, the strategy escalated. China opened its first official overseas military base in Djibouti, right on the Horn of Africa. By linking these commercial ports and military outposts together, Beijing has effectively drawn a containment ring around the Indian subcontinent, placing Indian sea routes under constant surveillance. To break the encirclement, India launched a quiet countermaneuver. Strategic thinkers call it the necklace of diamonds. This map illustrates India's response. To monitor the eastern Strait of Malacca, India secured access to Sabang Port and Changi Naval Base. Westward, flanking the Arabian Sea, India secured Duqm Port and Chabahar Port. Southward, Agalega and Assumption Island monitor China's base in Djibouti. India bypassed the need for permanent sovereign bases by signing logistics exchange pacts with the US, France, and Singapore. These agreements create a network of dual-use infrastructure. An Indian warship can legally pull into a civilian port, refuel, repair, and resupply, which allows the Navy to maintain patrols without occupying foreign soil. This logistics network turns the Indian Navy from a localized coastal defense force into an ocean-wide operational presence, capable of monitoring and potentially restricting China's access to the region. For decades, India relied almost entirely on cultural exchanges, educational scholarships, and development aid to maintain regional influence. But soft power cannot protect trade routes. During the recent Red Sea shipping crisis, where Houthi insurgents targeted merchant vessels, the value of having forward logistics access became immediately clear. Because of its extended reach, India acted as a maritime first responder. Here, you see rescued personnel and armed Indian naval forces on the pier next to the warship INS Calcutta. They use their operational range to intercept hijackers and protect global trade ships. By leveraging this vast logistics network, New Delhi has transitioned from observing the ocean's security to actively policing it. While international attention often focuses on land borders and the South China Sea, a quiet game of Go is playing out across the Indian Ocean. The winner secures the sea lanes, and by extension, the economic future of Asia.